Hi, everybody, and I am super excited to introduce you to a woman who really doesn't need any introduction. She is here as our inaugural guest today, the one and only Allison Seymour. Yay! 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 Hey, girl. All right, look, I'm super excited to have you here today. A lot has happened in the last few weeks.
Yeah. Yes.
People have been asking all kinds of questions, and I'm going to start with the first question that I'm sure you've heard the most, and the question that I've heard a lot too. First and foremost, why'd you leave Fox 5?
Now, you didn't think we were really going to spill the tea that quickly, did you? If you want the real scoop, keep listening.
This is the Ask Allison segment.
Okay.
All right, so a lot of you guys may not know this, and I want you guys to guess, and guess before Allison answers.
Okay.
Before you got married, which
Lord.
Hollywood star did you date? Allen Iverson,
Okay.
Jeffrey Wright,
All right.
Johnny Gill, or D.L. Hughley? Why are you laughing?
Who's your research team?
I mean, look, I'm just saying.
Look,
I know one of those is the true answer.
One
yes.
of those, and one of those men is from D.C., and that's the one that I did date, and that was Jeffrey Wright. Jeffrey Wright.
I mean, but somebody did ask me about Johnny Gill, because isn't he from this area too?
Oh, that's right.
Right, see?
No, not him.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And then,
Well,
all right, so look, in high school, you played the bass, basketball, hard to get, or cheerleading?
okay, so kind of both.
Oh, okay.
I have
Hard
two
to get?
answers. No.
Oh, okay.
Cheerleading.
Okay.
And I was a cheerleader because I was a basketball player.
Oh.
Until I got elbowed in the face.
Wait, what?
By Alberta Grimes.
Oh, Alberta.
Yeah. We just got in. They hadn't even started the thing, and she elbowed me right in the face. I was
Ooh.
like, I'm done.
What position?
I was the point guard.
Oh.
But my coach had put me in as a forward.
Okay.
And Alberta was like 6 feet tall.
I mean, but you're like
yeah.
5 feet
Exactly.
tall.
And
Right.
she was like, clunk. I was like, okay, that's good.
Okay, so
I'm out.
So,
So then I
cheerleading.
became a cheerleader.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
Ding,
you got
ding, ding,
elbowed
ding.
and then to a cheerleader. Okay, I'm just curious. When you were a little girl, when did you know what you wanted to be when you grew up?
Oh my gosh. I was little.
Okay.
I was like, 6, maybe 5.
Really?
The only reason is because I was watching a commercial, and you know how we used to do those commercials, and our old station did them all the time. You out in the community,
Yes,
and
yes,
all that.
yes.
And I was like, that's what I'm gonna do. I didn't know what it was. I think I thought that the person was an actor.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, but I recognized scenes, like local scenes. So I'm like, this person is in right here where I live. This person, everybody's saying hi to her, and like for whatever she's doing, I'm going to do it.
Do you remember who it was?
Well, here's the kicker. So I spent my summers in Charleston.
That's right. Okay.
And it was in Charleston, but I do remember who it was in Charleston back then, and they had that song "Still the One" because it was.
Yes, I remember.
Still the one. Still the one. And so, like, I guess, the anchors were like, still the one. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be doing that.
We've talked about this before. Who, growing up here, you also saw people on TV here. Was there a woman or a man on television that inspired you as a young child?
Well, not as a teenager.
Okay.
It was Maureen Bunyan. And that was it. I was like, yes, if I ever get the chance to do this. And so normally, like, I'm a short hair girl, and this is still short by all comparisons, but like a short. And that was Maureen, and just how she was just
Maureen.
and she would give you the evening news, and was, and that was it. That was it.
She's one of the best.
Yeah.
One of the best that paved the way for all of us.
Absolutely.
Another tricky question now.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 4 names here, and then you can give me the answer.
All right.
Todd Wallace, for those of you who don't know, former Fox 5 anchor.
Yeah.
Steve Shinavy, current Fox 5 anchor. Wisdom Martin, current Fox 5 anchor. Tony Perkins, former Fox 5 anchor. Amy Robach, former Fox 5 anchor.
Yes.
The question is, who is your favorite co-anchor?
Oh my gosh, were they all my co-anchors? What?
Yes. All of those people you have, at some point in your life, anchored with.
Shawn, how could I possibly answer that question?
I'm just saying.
I cannot possibly. I'm gonna have to plead the fifth on that one.
Is that Wisdom Martin? He wants to complain? Okay, all right.
I can't possibly do
can't
it.
answer that question.
I will say
Okay.
Todd Wallace was my first CoAnchor. And I mean, we were like brother and sister.
Yep.
It was like stepping into this thing. I was like, what? Because I had never had, and wherever I was, upstate New York, St. Louis, never had African-American male co-anchor, period. And then for us to have such similar backgrounds, it was just like, you know, they were just giving me money at that point. You know, oh, you come to work every 2 weeks, we'll just give you some money. It was just, I had a ball. Todd is a Maryland guy. Pretty much DC is my home. Like, not a lot of people know that the first 4 years of my life I spent overseas. My mom and dad were in the Peace Corps. My dad really, so overseas in West Africa and southern India, and then came back to DC, but moved around a little bit too, because you know, they were kind of, you know, free spirits. And so, but DC's my home. So Todd is born and raised in Columbia, Maryland. And so we had the same sort of background as far as that went. And he thought the same thing I thought was funny. I didn't have to explain anything to it. It's kind of like going to an HBCU. It's like, you know, you don't have to, yes, this is a bonnet that I have on. It's not something magical. It gives me magical powers. However,
it protects the crown. Right.
So that's why. But I love each and every one of them, including Michael Gargiulo.
Oh, I forgot about Michael Gargiulo.
Sorry, Michael. Also, too. And I'm trying to think today.
Did we forget anybody
else?
No,
I don't think so.
Okay, I mean, there were...
Holly Morris and I used to do the noon show.
Holly.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you stay somewhere for 21 years, you know.
You're pretty much a lot of people. Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, I had like 4 people in just one day.
I know.
So I understand, yes. Radio or television?
Ooh.
And that means, so you do both. You do radio, you do television. Which one do you like better?
Oh, that's a good question. So right now, I'm doing this. I'm on this digital platform, 100 R&B, 100 Hip Hop and R&B FM. You can find it on iHeartRadio.
Shout it out. Say it again.
If I could do the Cabbage Patch. Wait, 100 Hip Hop and A&D R&B. iHeartRadio, and a bunch of platforms. But it's so interesting because somebody said, oh, I like this unfiltered Allison. Because on TV, you have to censor yourself a little bit more. But because I do both, like, I'm never like all the, like, you know, I could go all the way. But I don't do all that. So I like radio for that part, but I do like TV for the fact that somehow, like, you almost reach out and give somebody a hug because they can see you more so, and you know what I mean? So if I had to do one thing forever, sorry, Mark Clark, my husband and partner in crime on the radio, I would have to be TV. Yeah.
If you were the captain of the ship and you guys, these people were stranded on an island, deserted island, and you could only save 2.
Oh my God.
Who are you going to save?
Well, who are these people?
I'm going to tell you.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say
Jesus.
No, and, I don't want you to name them. I'm going to give you the people. All right, so Mariah Carey or Beyonce?
Oh, Beyonce is being saved.
Oh, boom.
Bye, Mimi.
Okay. Okay.
No shade, though.
Okay, here we go.
You asked me to one
No,
person.
I just want, you can only save one.
I can't let Beyonce go.
Okay, I'm with you there. All right, Chuck D or Snoop? Ooh, she had to think about that one for a minute.
We got to save Uncle Snoop. I'm going to tell you why.
Look, we have to acknowledge because my dog Zeus decided to come in, and now you're talking to him.
Hi.
Who let this dog out?
I'll save Zeus anytime. I'll save Zeus. Look, I'm going to save Snoop D-O-double-G.
Old Destiny's Child or new Destiny's Child?
Who is the new Destiny's Child?
I mean, that was like Michelle and Kelly and Beyonce.
You mean not LaToya looking at the rest of the group?
original or the next
other
group?
One?
Yeah.
Who did Survivor? Anybody know who did Survivor?
The second group.
Then I'm going to go with the second group.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus, I don't really like how some of the women of the first group have been, you know, pretty, you know, you got to be on your Allison Seymour speech.
Okay.
You got to be like, it was my choice.
Yeah, there you go. Ooh,
you can't do
that right there.
Yeah.
You heard that right there.
Just
okay. This next one's going to be kind of tough.
Okay.
Barack or Michelle Obama?
Michelle's being saved.
Oh, that wasn't even a question.
That was Michelle's going to be saved. Yeah.
Woo!
Michelle, if you're watching this, can we pan in close to me? Can we pan in?
Wait,
Where's my camera? Where's my single?
This is our double camera.
No,
here.
I would like to know. How about an interview?
Look,
I don't have anywhere to put it right now. But an interview.
I'm gonna tell you what.
I love Michelle Obama.
What is the next question that I was going to ask you right here?
If you could interview anyone you haven't, it would be Michelle Obama. If you could interview one person and you haven't, it would be Michelle Obama. I just hope that when that time comes, that she knows that she could be the real Michelle, Shelley, or whatever they used to call you on the South Side. You can be that with me. You can be Shelley with me.
I'm with you there.
You can be Shell with me.
I'm with you 100%.
Yeah.
I get asked that question, who's the one person you could interview? Would you rather interview Barack or Michelle? 100%.
Yeah.
No offense, Mr. President,
right.
but Michelle Obama all day.
When you leave a job after all these years, as you know, then you're just like, I got to get this brain together to be equipped to deal with what's next. Who am I without this job?
Right.
And I was in CVS, just, and they have these books. They're overpriced. I could have got it on Amazon. But when I saw it, I was like, 13 things mentally strong people do. And I'm like, I need that book. Like, I feel super grounded. I had an amazing upbringing. I have beautiful friends. But I'm like, I just need to remind myself.
I think we all do.
Yeah, I just need to remind myself. And some of the things in it, they don't feel sorry for themselves. They don't hold on to the past and things like that. So that's the book that I'm reading right now. And I'm really taking it in to make sure that I don't, do any of these behaviors, to remember that I'm standing in my truth right now. And so, I'm trying to be mentally strong, honey.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay.
All right, it's time to take it all the way back and get the answers to the questions you're waiting for.
First and foremost, why'd you leave Fox 5?
Ooh, you really starting with that question?
I'm going right in.
Shawn, as much as I adore you, I can't tell you any of that. I'm so sorry. But let me ask you, why'd you leave Fox 5?
You're going to start with that?
Yeah, exactly, on your show.
Allison, as much as I adore you, you know I can't tell you that.
Let me say this. Let me say that, they talk about seasons in your life and all that kind of thing. And I truly had a major season like you had. And, if I was there to just collect all my girlfriends, like, it helped me do that. And had a ball. I do not regret 1 hour of my life, including the 21 years there. But I could feel it. It was time. And I had that conversation with my family and they said, okay. And so I said, okay. It feels like a second lease on my career life.
Okay.
And I'm so excited about whatever the future holds, girl.
I'm excited for you too. I'm super excited. Okay, so speaking of the future, the next most popular question everybody has been asking.
Okay, give it to me.
Where are you going next?
I can't say that.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, but look, I do love you for asking the question.
I mean,
so
I have
just
to ask.
everybody just wait.
Okay.
Yeah, just wait. You'll see. You'll see. My main thing is, for those of you who know me, like you, my father was first he was a Baptist minister, and then he was a New Thought minister. And so now you hear a lot about your affirmations, your visualization. You hear about, literally like, what do I want to do? And you put yourself in that. I mean, you see yourself driving to work, your office at work. You see yourself in that position. And now people are really familiar with that concept. But I grew up with that concept. And what I want to say is, and I see a lot of our young, especially brothers and sisters who are struggling, trying to figure it out, and everybody needs a mentor. And if we could like clone ourselves,
everybody, right.
Mentor everybody. Some people they're on that path, they know what they do, but some of us don't, especially our younger people. And what I would just say is, see yourself in that position. You know what I mean? If you're in a position where you're not sure how you're going to get there, I didn't know how I was going to get there. I didn't know how to be on TV. Like, I didn't know anybody on TV. See yourself there and do the work, because I promise, like, if I could do it, then you can do it. And it, as cliche as it sounds, it's the truth. Because here's the thing. What else are you going to do? What's the alternative? You're not going to go for it? Like, you're not going to believe in yourself and then ask other people to believe in you? And so if that would be my one word of advice, is just don't you dare let anybody tell you that you cannot go for something. And even if what you want to go for is up here, and on your path to get there, you find something else. Oh, this is better. You know what I mean? But you've got to be on your journey and your path, and you got to believe in yourself. And as cliche as that sounds, I'm telling you, it's in my DNA to believe it, to affirm it every day of your life. I'm saying this thing before my dad passed. He was like, I want you to say this prayer of Jabez all the time. I want you to say the prayer of Jabez. And he gave me this little book. It's really thin, and it's the prayer of Jabez. And after he passed, we had planned a trip already to the Dominican Republic. And so we're like, you know what? We're going to still go. So we went. I had the book with me in my carry-on. And I said, let me read the book. It took me whatever. Ultimately, what it is just directly speaking to your higher self. And it is just, God bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, and let your hand be with me to keep me from harm so that I am free of pain. That's it. And when I got back to DC, that's when I got the call from WHUR. And I know that because I had opened myself up to my entire good, that I was allowing it to come to me. And we get in our way so much. And I'm telling you, if you could just say it, even if the words are, God keep me safe, get me on a path, or whomever you pray to, just help me to get there. I'm ready. Use me. And I'm telling you, the possibilities are endless. I promise you. I'm living proof of that for sure. Yes. Yes, she is. Somebody teach me how to do the cabbage patch. Okay.
I am truly honored to have had you here as the first guest of my inaugural show. Thank you so much.
What's the name of your show?
I mean, come on, Allison.
You don't have a show name?
Just come, welcome to Yancy World.
Drinking champagne
Cheers,
with
baby.
Yancy.
Here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.